You know, I love this Coach Greg Adams guy. He's a man of means. He's a man of looks. I mean, this man at any time can slay the entire town of wherever he lives, Los Angeles probably. He could get all the peace leave, as he likes to put it, as he wants. He is a Tyrone. He's the guy that the women do monkey double backflips on at any time he wants to. And he has a video about, why aren't you married? Well, I think this is an interesting topic to explore because at one time, and I remember my grandmother, even my great grandmother, old grandma, is like, why buy the cow if the milk is free? Meaning, if you put out the sex, guys, ladies rather, you're not going to get the husband because there's no point. If he can get it from you, why is he going to buy it, right? The so-called sexual revolution, which freed half of the population, the female half, took away all the stigma and the constraints and the shame of women out having all the sex they want to. And I really don't care. It's none of my business. You want to, you have one life. You see, I'm kind of torn a little bit here. It's like you have one life and people like to have fun and enjoy their life and all that other stuff. I guess that's okay. But when it comes time to land at a man like Coach Adams or some of these top shelf men, but they're going to have expectations. They're not going to want women to, write a check on, as Terrence Popp would say, or write a check for or whatever. If you've got 200,000 miles on the odometer and fail the dick stacking test, why would I do that? I mean, these men will certainly give you the pipe. They'll let you do whatever the backflips on you, but they're not going to marry you. Now, some women don't want to get married. They want to be the free, your life, like I said. Do what you want. But a couple decades ago, maybe 50 years, 75 years ago, the peace sleeve was a rare commodity. Well, mostly. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people like to think, wow, it's the latest generation, the millennials and the Generation Xers that are all so free with their love and they're having all this hookup shit. People have been fucking outside of marriage since day one. This is nothing new, but there was a stigma. It was more like, well, we know what's going on, but we're just not going to support it. We're going to go to church and say that's bad, but we're kind of turn a blind eye to it because some men benefited from getting the free sex. Of course, women did too. But I mean, this has been going on forever, right? A little finger bang here and there, maybe a little, can I put the tip in? It's been happening. Today, however, there's very, very little stigma toward this sort of thing. It's like, whatever, live your life, right? Do what you want. The problem is simply this. Women, over time, used the peace leave as a way to get a man hooked on. Hey, you want this? You want to sniff my tuna? You're going to have to do this, that, such and thus, be 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 inch, money, all this other crap. So they weren't just giving it up, right? They were looking for a decent man that they could, leech off of. I mean, that's one way to put it. Come on, let's not be mean. They were looking for a decent man to partner up with, have children and a family and all of these other things. And one of the things they had to offer, aside from themselves, of course, being around women is great and it's fun, is a cooperative effort to raise children, be a family, be decent people and whatever. The way it used to be, the nuclear kind of family, the 50s, leave it to Beaver, pun intended. But nowadays, the expectation that you would bring peace leave to the table, it's just not there. It's accepted at this point that you're going to be banged by a lot of Chads, Tyrones, and Terrence Popps, on your weakest night. I mean, you look at a man like Coach Adams or even me, Mr. Fat Hamster Dude. I know it's hard to believe, but I've got some game, right? If I wanted to, I could go down to, BJ's Beer House or whatever over here at 11 o'clock in the morning. I would bet I could probably score some ass before 2 o'clock if I wanted to. And if I didn't care about the quality, I ain't going to get no supermodel right at BJ's Brew House. But I could get some ass. And I've gotten some ass at these places. Depends a lot on the circumstances. Did she just break up? Is she just drunk and horny? Whatever. Of course, nowadays with Me Too and rape and all this other false allegation shit, I would never do that. But I could. 50 years ago or 60 years ago, and trust me, my dad was fucking everything, especially with redhead. If she had red hair, he was banging it back in the 50s because he was a good-looking dude. I mean, he had no trouble whatsoever of nailing some pussy if he wanted to get that. And he did. Trust me. Oh, my God, did he ever. But nowadays, it's easy. It's almost like, wow, there's grass everywhere. Nothing special about grass. There it is. All you got to do is go get it. So that part of the female value is gone. There's just nothing there. Why would I go out of my way to get a used peace leave if I could, you don't want to have sex? Oh, you want to have, okay, just go get another one. It's everywhere. What is rare is the quality man. The top shelf man, doesn't even have to be top shelf, just a decent, good man. Works hard, wants to have a family, wants to have, get married maybe, if you're crazy enough to do that. That's the prize. Now, I'm not saying women don't bring other things to the table. Absolutely, of course they do. I mean, they're complement. Men and women complement each other. We cooperate. They have things we don't, we have things they don't. It's kind of the way nature made us over time with evolution. But to think that somehow, well, I've got a pussy, you should want me, especially if you're a top shelf. No, I can get that anywhere. I mean, come on, really? I can buy Coke at any convenience store. They'll take my money and I can get it. I go out to a bar a certain time of the night, maybe go downtown. I could nail more college thotties than even Undead Chronic if I wanted to. It's free. It's available, meaning supply and demand. When supply was low and demand was high, that's when it was valuable. Today, it's like taking a walk. It's nothing. I'll link it below so you can watch this video. It's very interesting stuff. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.